Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And so it's Athens with it, Davis with it, and it's Reed picking him up. Fades and shoots. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Yeah, the versatility of Davis on offense, he doesn't have to be right under the hoop to score.
To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. Three-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Here's George. There's the block. Outside Simmons. The shot won't fall. Excellent D there from Reed. And here's Edwards outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Oh, Simmons with the block. Outside to Ingram. The three. Paul George pulls down the board. Back to Reed. And stolen by Simmons. And here they come. Here's Keenan. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Duncan. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Reed. Outside Edwards. Oh, they get a hand on it. Ingram with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Simmons up top. Shot is up. George with the bucket. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Duncan. Unloads. And Reed pulls it down.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now here's Ingram. Down low. Here's Davis. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? East Rutherford pulls it in. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Pass to George. .32 seconds left in the opening quarter. Count it. George has got 6 points.
Now you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
And a foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game. On defense, the visiting team. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Simmons. And a nice finish on the layup.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Outside Simmons. Fast break. Here we go. Irving for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Athens up. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Athens.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Simmons with it. Guarded now by George. Simmons, no good. Pass to George. And they're on the run. And that one's good. Simmons.
This guy is one of the most dangerous and best open court finishers in the game. Size, touch, and athleticism. Go ahead, Ben Simmons.
Here's Bird. And that one hits the back iron. Here's Isaac. To the left wing. Here's Fernandez. Pass to Isaac. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Here's Keenan. Here's Bird. Simmons up top. Now here's Adebayo. Back to Simmons. Pass to Adebayo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timeout called, East Rutherford. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Picked by Reed. Here's Cunningham. Tries again. Count that one, Reed.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
From deep, here's Simmons. Gets the 3 ball to go. Simmons has got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is huge when Simmons connects from deep, showing commitment to wanting to improve from there.
Here we go, one-on-one. And there's the lob. The shot by Ingram, no good. And East Rutherford with possession. Trailing by 5. Pass to Edwards. Cunningham outside. 4-3. Rebounded by Keenan.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Athens calls time here. And Athens making a change here. Athens leading by 5. Here's Reed. Pass to Cunningham. The kick out to Edwards. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Edwards got 6.
Now the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice 3-point look right there.
And another miss by Athens. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Ann.
And Athens calls time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Westbrook taking his time here. Takes it inside. The steal. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Westbrook. Edwards, no good. And here's the fast break to stop the run. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
And that one's good. Bold.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
To the inside, Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And here's Edwards outside. The triple hits for Edwards.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Just 3 on the clock. It's blocked. Anthony Edwards has been on display for East Rutherford, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's Simmons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And one thing special about Simmons is his ability to defend multiple positions. You can put him on anyone, and he'll give him a hard time.
And both free throws good for Simmons.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
All right, a chance to check in on Bam out of Bio. What do you have, Allie?
I got some news from Athens head athletic trainer. He did share some good news. It looks like the injury is not nearly as serious as they originally thought.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Back to Simmons. There's a screen by Bull. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Bull. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Bird. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Timeout called, East Rutherford. 90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Bull. Here's Reed. Second chance effort. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Duncan. Pass to Bird. Clock at 6. Fader on the way. And that one drops for him. Bird's got 6 points.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Here's George. Randall pulls down the board.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Reed, no good.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Back to Edwards. And again, East Rutherford, no good. On offense, here is Athens. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And it's East Rutherford with the ball. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Guys, I think Anthony Edwards has got all the makings of not only a star in this league, but a superstar. Big frame, can score it, can board it, can handle it. Put him in any position on the floor, this guy can be successful.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Irving.
One thing that stands out about Kyrie Irving, obviously, his creativity, especially when it comes to his handle, as good as it gets.
Outside Edwards. There's a screen by Bowl. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. Both free throws good from Irving. "51 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball." Oh, nice shot by Fernandez. And this game is tied up now.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Fernandez has got 5 points in the quarter. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Davis. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And another miss by Athens.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there, and we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot, just didn't fall there.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. East Rutherford out in front, up 2. And time for a short break. Stay right there. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Right wing. Isaac with the steal. Tipped. Ingram with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Randall. Outside for Ingram. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First personal foul. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for East Rutherford.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the size to perfection.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to Duncan. Over Bull. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And that's a smart play call right there, taking big advantage of his size.
Just a huge bucket there, and you're right. I mean, the key was finding the matchup where they had the clear size advantage and putting it to use.
East Rutherford making a switch here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, during the last break, I heard Mike D'Antoni as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thank you for that. From deep, here's Simmons. The 3 is up. Again, Simmons missing. Here's Davis. Look at Davis go to work on the interior.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Reed, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And stolen by Simmons. Jumps up, and it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh, impressive play from Simmons, showing he can step up and be the guy on offense when he has to.
Here's Duncan. Pass to Randall. Here's Duncan. 6 to shoot. Over Bull. Duncan, no good. And East Rutherford with possession. George with it. Randall's in his pocket. Deflected.
How about the timing? The rejection by Julius Randle. Read that one.
So guys, this is a good game, guys.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh, impressive play from Simmons, showing he can step up and be the guy on offense when he has to.
Ben Simmons in a pivotal moment delivers.
Free throw good, Simmons.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Pass to Duncan. No one near him. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a three-point game.
But those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
Irving for three. East Rutherford pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Bull. Stolen by Davis. Here's Duncan. And it's Bull with the foul. That's his first foul. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league. But these are the moments, if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. Pass to Simmons. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Davis. Here's the break. Here's Duncan. Oh, he got it! He got it!
Big-time breakout, leaving everyone in the dust.
Oh, you love the awareness, the decisiveness. Great job there.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. And here's Edwards outside. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Buzzer beater!
Wow. An amazing finish.
She's my guy.
Any better than that?
Oh, an
Game, bro.
astonishing way to end this game. Some serious
Yeah.
last-second heroics.
So
God, that
we
was
see
a good
East
idea.
Rutherford get the win here.
Shit.
With the late victory, they
Hell yeah.
upset
Hell
plenty
yeah.
of these
Hell yeah.
hometown
Glad
fans.
you, bro.
They really should take
Glad
this
you.
win
Good
to heart.
idea.
When the pressure was on, they
Better
stepped
game,
up
bro.
and
GG.
worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Damn.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and
No excuse, bro. Better condition. Got it, bro. Got it, man. Peace. I got nothing to say.
was good.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Moments away, it'll be East Rutherford going up against Miami. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside.
Here we go.
It'll be East Rutherford off the tip. Pass to Bull. And no good that time. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Outside Irving. Outside George. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got the first basket of the game for Miami.
The corner three by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it.
In the corner, Simmons with it. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And on the way from Irving for three. Rebound, East Rutherford. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here's Irving following the bucket by East Rutherford. Pass to Keenan. 6 on the shot clock. Now Robinson. And Bull pulls it down. Right side, Edwards. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Simmons with it. George picks him up. Outside, Edwards. Reed a screen. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Outside, Edwards. Here's Simmons. Good ball movement here by East Rutherford. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Nice bucket. Still, strange to go to the leaner with no one on him. That's just not an easy shot.
Irving looking for an opening. To end the run. .129 left here in the first quarter. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
East Rutherford leading by 4. Paul George grabs the miss.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Now, here's George. Teardrop shot. It's good.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
Here's Simmons. Bucket is good. Simmons got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
To the inside. Here's Robinson. Off the left rim and out. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving, good. He has 5.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Edwards. And it's East Rutherford, good for 2.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Irving can't hit. And we reach the end of the first quarter. East Rutherford leads by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen, guys, from East Rutherford so far, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's
what's up, guys, man? Wish I had this up, bud.
Great showing.
Want to win 200 scrubs, man. Let's go. Play 2K, just relax.
Ivy with it.
Get y'all popcorn and everything. About to be a show.
Ivy's got his first points in this one.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
Sinks the triple.
It's about to be a show.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Ivy. The rebound by Paul George. East Rutherford leading by 7. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Ivy. Oh, good with the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Isaac. Takes a shot at the elbow. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Grade, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable.
Let's go. Come on. Clamps. Come on.
Shot clock at 3. And the shot goes in.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
To the middle. Here's Isaac. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Isaac's got the lead up to 7 now for East Rutherford. So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Miami. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for East Rutherford. Right now he's saying it might be a severely sprained ankle, which is something every player hates to hear. His day is over, and it looks like he's going to be out for a number of games. It's tough news for this team to process. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
And there's a whistle.
So
That's going to go on Simmons. That is his first
Yeah,
foul
do, man.
of the game.
Still, buddy. Let's go. Let's go, man. You got it, man. Let's go.
34 left to play here in the half.
Thank you.
And stolen by Simmons.
Good instincts to read the pass and get in position to pick it off.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses is really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
That one misses. On its way from Irving for 2. And Simmons with the rebound. East Rutherford leading by 6. And George, here we go. Break D that time from Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Irving. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Irving's got 13 points.
There is one guy you can count on, and that's Kyrie Irving. He knows how to find shots and make an impact on that end of the floor.
Here's Edwards. East Rutherford with another miss.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make them all.
Ivy with the bucket. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
Something that really speaks to Kyrie's talent is his ability to impact the game the minute he steps on the floor. The game changes completely with the ball in his hands.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. Miami trails by 3. Irving for 3. Out to the right wing. Pass to George. Here's Keenan. Outside Irving. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's East Rutherford leading by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Outside Irving. The shot from 20 feet away. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. Down low. It's stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Irving for three. Isaac with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Outside Edwards. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Timeout called, East Rutherford. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Irving for three.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
For East Rutherford, they've gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
George, no good. East Rutherford leading by 5.
Yeah, 5 right there. That's good.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Now in the game for your home team, number 19.
Edwards looking it over. It's deflected. Fires it up. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
65.
Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for East Rutherford. Inside, here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Bull. Bangs on the trifecta. And East Rutherford leads by 8.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the 3 in today's game.
And that one's good, Williamson.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now Bull following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Miami no good on that time either. And it's East Rutherford's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's George. Out to Edwards. Shot from the wing. The rebound by Paul George. Miami trails by 10. Here's Irving. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Left side, Edwards.
Why?
Paul George with the steal. On the wing, Irving. And stolen by Simmons. And so it's East Rutherford with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots.
We got about 10. Look.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for East Rutherford. To the paint. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Williamson outside. And the dunk by Williamson.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking into the away team.
Pass to Adebayo. Miami grabs the miss. Now, here's George. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
Second chance shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. East Rutherford leading by 10. Lobbed up there for Barnes. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead.
Playing good basketball, we just gotta keep scoring, playing good defense.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. Well, Miami's coach had some advice for the team during that last break, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass to George. And a wide open look for Irving. Offline with his 3. East Rutherford leading by 12. Simmons. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for East Rutherford.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Here's George. Outside for Simmons. Tries again. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Irving. Great touch on the 16-footer. Irving's got 19 points.
From mid-range, Irving is so consistent. He can hit that shot whenever he needs to.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bull. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Miami trails by 7. And that one's good. George.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Pulls up, high post. And that one swishes right in.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Here's Irving. Pass to Robinson. Launches a 3. Rebound, East Rutherford. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Simmons softly drops in the floater. And now a 9-point East Rutherford lead. Now a timeout called by Miami. And 1:01 left in the game. Back to Irving. Outside for George. Pass to Irving. Adebayo the screen. Shoots over Isaac. Simmons pulls it in. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Good on the triple. And it's East Rutherford's ball with a 9-point lead. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as East Rutherford gains possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Williamson. Count it. And so it's East Rutherford with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile one.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce.
Grind out some dong for the goat piece.
Here we go.
Go.
And it's East Rutherford with the ball. Outside Edwards.
Yo.
Leans from outside.
Maybe she's trying to channel
roll as that one goes.
Let's go.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see. And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that.
George, no good.
Okay.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Carter can't get it to go. Pulls it from the top of the key.
Wow.
The rebound by Duncan.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Pass to Irving. Here's Yao. Back to Irving. Here's Yao. By Edwards. And here's Irving. Here's Yao.
Yao, shit.
Just palms the block. Here's George.
Hold on.
Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range.
You're unknown, bro, my guy. Your name's unknown. You're unknown. You're unpopular.
Here's Irving. East Rutherford pulls it in.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
The kick out to Edwards. Here's the three. And that one's good. Irving for 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that.
Yeah, no. That's all I need for now. That's all I need.
And there's the drive.
That's all I need. 3 views. Hey, you watch. All I need is you watching. That's all it is.
Here's Worthy.
Sure, bro.
And oh, he just slams it.
You give me the attention I need. Yo. Okay, bro.
A mid-air hand switch at that.
That was big league right there.
At 6'10", Simmons knows he has the height needed to score inside. He just has to finish strong.
George for 3. The shot off that time. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
We got to lock in, my guy.
Say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Knocks it loose. Oh, George with a steal. To the paint. Here's Isaac. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
2 games, wow.
Here's Yao.
That's so fun.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Bol. These are his first free throws of the game.
That's so fun.
And he knocks down the first one.
I mean, it's so fun.
So he gets them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Williamson misses. And here's New York now. Tries to save it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Carter. Outside Irving.
Let's go again.
Here's Yao. And he dunks it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Edwards for 3.
Bang.
On target from range.
Okay, let's go.
Edwards
right there.
got 5.
Shooting the 3 with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
Yao. That one a little long. And it's East Rutherford with the ball. Down low. And finished off by Bol.
Smart basketball. Let's go.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock
Smart basketball, man. We not doing anything else. Smart basketball.
Watch out.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Outside Booker. Pass to Carter.
Let's go.
Back to Booker. 5 to shoot.
3, 2, 1. Wow.
The shot comes out.
Really missed.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
Luckily you missed, man. Let's go.
They lead by a bucket. And
Let's
back
go,
to the
guys.
start.
Come on.
Good action already in this one.
Let's go.
After this first quarter of play. All right, guys, for East Rutherford, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with
125.
that's
it.
It's been a
group
group effort, and that's
different
what
for
it
sure.
takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The defense George provides is huge, using his length and instincts to come away with the steals.
Here's Fall.
He got top off.
Offline with a 3.
Wow.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
From deep three-point land. Second chance shot.
I need not to put that up, and I put it up next to it.
It's George
I
on the way.
need it.
Oh, they get a hand on it.
It's
To
my
the
fault.
inside.
Yeah, it's my
And he
fault.
slams it in one-handed.
Don't need that dog.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there.
Yeah, I
just
like
takes
calling.
2 points,
I just
moves on.
let up.
His
Just go Michelle. My body
on the
went.
rim puts a sweet cherry on
Hey, this
top.
close game, but
It's a close game, and
But,
those
you know,
displays of
I mean,
explosiveness can jumpstart
I
a
only got
team.
1% strike. Oh,
Hardaway, no good.
score.
Would you say testing the limits of his range
Yeah,
there?
no, for
Yeah,
hard.
he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He
I
can
was
shoot,
at
but
well,
not consistently.
New York trails by 4.
yeah. Haven't lost yet. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. What are you doing?
Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline.
We go for that 14 win. Let's go.
It'll be East Rutherford off the tip. Outside Edwards. Shoots a fader. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Leonard looking over the floor. Fires for 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's in there.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Mutombo. From outside, off the mark. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I did shoot.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And the basket by Mutombo.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
That's that shot.
And so Edwards will bring it up for East Rutherford. Throws it up high. And the tip by Bowles.
With Bowles' wingspan, you will not find a higher percentage play.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mutombo. Out to Duncan. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard. Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Here's Reed. Duncan.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
Now here's Simmons. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
We've already seen it. Simmons' size and agility, it creates problems for the defense.
And Simmons drops them both. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
Russell. And he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's good from long range.
He does not lack the confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside Turner. Back to Adebayo. Over Cunningham. The shot by Adebayo, no good. He doesn't hit that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's East Rutherford up 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen, guys, from East Rutherford so far, what do you think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
Here's Cunningham, and Turner stays with it.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound and the bucket.
Isaac a screen. Lobbed up there for Isaac. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And so quick off the ground is Isaac. I mean, a huge target for his teammates when he's looking for that lob.
It's Cunningham with the drive. And a fast break now for East Rutherford. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, was that some by-the-book basketball or what? Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and then finishes strong. From one end to the other, perfect.
Here's Adebayo. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. For 3, Fernandez bangs home the trifecta. Fernandez has got the lead up to 4 now for East Rutherford. Pass to Turner. 3-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Turner's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Fernandez. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Fernandez has got 8 points.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
And the whistle's going to blow this time on Rudy Fernandez.
Team foul.
That's his first foul.
Checking in for East Rutherford, Willis Reed.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Turner. Russell looking it over. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound, East Rutherford.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Edwards. Goes back up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Adebayo.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
Here's Turner. And Turner with the slam.
Hey, that was an announcement dunk from Turner there. Going up with force and throwing that thing down.
And the dunk by Reed.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Over in the corner, Williams. Stolen by George. Here's Reed. The shot's good. And now a 3-point East Rutherford lead.
You know, he doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but Isaac is a willing passer, and I think he's going to continue to grow in that area.
Cunningham for three. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, that's an extremely hard shot to defend if Edwards can master the pull-up. Watch out now. It would be a real weapon for him.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
And the basket by Edwards. 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Turner for three. That shot is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. East Rutherford leads by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Now Cunningham. Wembanyama outside. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Bol. Good.
Nice hustle from Bol in transition. The big fella getting those feet up and down and able to finish in transition.
Outside Korver. Back to Cunningham. On the wing, Korver. 6 to shoot. Sweet move. Good work there as it goes.
And you got to love watching Korver shoot the ball. Outstanding at getting his feet squared up under him and then just rising and letting it go.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good from outside. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Charlotte. They trail by 3. The kick out to Williams. Cunningham outside. And it's Korver in the corner. A solo fast break. And Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
Adebayo with the bucket.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Timeout called, East Rutherford. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Simmons. The fadeaway.
They're coaching
coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Edwards can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pass to Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. One is on ball. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Isaac misses.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
East Rutherford trails by 3. Down low. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, he's going to flush it every time when he's that close to the rim. You can't allow him to get in that kind of position.
Outside Leonard. Back to Wembanyama. This one for 3. Rebound, East Rutherford. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. A 3 from Simmons. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Here's Charlotte now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Claw getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
There's the drive. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left to play here in the third. And stolen by Leonard. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. East Rutherford trails by 5. Hernandez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Charlotte.
41.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for East Rutherford. It's a 3-point game to the inside. It's stolen by Mutombo. Fast break now for Charlotte. And it's George missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. And that's all it took.
Out to Edwards. Fade away. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Mutombo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. And Charlotte leads by 3.
Can't allow Mutombo to get this deep. I mean, once you do, He's going to score it with ease.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Read a screen. Fades back. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority. He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Duncan left side. All sorts of time. Poke loose. Into the lane. A shot by George. Wide open. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. George has got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte. Here's Reed. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bowl there with a big basket.
Screen by Duncan. To the paint. And Duncan throws it down hard.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Charlotte leading by 7. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Screen by Leonard. Over Reed. Leonard, no luck.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with him.
And here's George for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead back up to 7 now for Charlotte.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Releases. Edwards can't hit. And so here's Charlotte. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Simmons. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway.
Irving, you are the major. I don't know which one out now, Shaka Zulu. Come on. I'm a 2 away. Yeah.